This is stuff you like. You can call me Ursa, and how adorable is Steve? Very adorable. I love Captain America. This probably doesn't come as anything resembling a shock. I love that he's honourable. I love that he's noble. I love that he's American, like apple pie and star-spangled banners and donzerly light. It also doesn't hurt that he looks like Chris Evans, who, as a weak, sick kid who just wants a chance to prove himself, is the thing most earnest and adorable. And as a super soldier, yes please, I will have one of those.
And I'd like to know how Loki used it to turn two of the sharpest men I know into his personal flying monkeys.
Monkeys? Do not understand.
I do. I understood that reference.
Captain America. At all points, he is super huggable.
There's only one God, man. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that.
The plot of Captain America, the First Avenger, is relatively unimportant. Actually, that's kind of true of all of the Avengers tie-in movies. Sometimes the Tesseract is our driving force, but really the story arc tends to take a backseat to, you know, the character arc and the setup for the Avengers movie, so Briefly, the plot goes thus. At the start of the movie, Steve's spirit is willing, but his flesh is weak. All he wants to do is fight in the war.
This isn't about me.
Right. Because you got nothing to prove.
And Bucky's right, he's doing it to prove a point, but he genuinely does want to help. He wants to be a hero and he doesn't see how, and maybe he's got a little touch of the Death Seeker about him. But then he's offered the chance to be super soldiered up. Unfortunately, due to plot, he's not only the first super soldier they make, he's also going to be the only one they ever make. So he's a dancing monkey selling war bonds for a while until he decides one day that no, he is a soldier, darn it, he's going to go do soldier things, and so he goes and breaks people out of prisoner of war camps and fights with a shield. I mean, how symbolic is that? And becomes the hero that he always wished to be. And then there's some stuff about the Red Skull trying to take over the world, and he kind of forms the Howling Commandos and they go and beat up the Red Skull and missiles and I'm gonna put her in the water and heroic sacrifices and welcome to the world of tomorrow.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I had a date.
The end. For me, one of the most telling scenes about Steve's character is actually quite early on in the film.
Do you want to kill Nazis?
Is this a test?
Yes.
I don't want to kill anyone. I don't like bullies. I don't care where they're from.
Captain America. He thinks the best of people and he stands up to bullies, even when he has no chance. As I said last time, like Natasha, he will just let people beat up on him for the service of some greater good. But wanting to stand up to bullies isn't the only reason that he gets chosen for the job of being the first super soldier. No, there are some other reasons too.
That flag means we're only at the halfway point. First man to bring it to me gets a ride back with Agent Carter. Move!
He thinks outside the box. He's willing to sacrifice himself for the sake of other people.
Win wars with guts.
Grenade! Get away!
And like any good Discworld hero, he knows that everything is a test.
Is this a test?
The whole of life is a rich learning experience, Lance Constable Vimes, Captain Rogers. Characterising Steve in the Avengers would have been a tough line to walk, I have to admit, because it is super easy to get him wrong. It's so hard not to tip over into Captain America as naive innocent or Captain America as just a soldier. As a fish out of temporal water, it would have been really tempting just to make him the butt of all the jokes, but they don't. They make him a hero, and they make him a leader. Because that's what he is.
Call it, Captain.
And leadership is leadership, no matter what century you're in. Either people will follow you, or they won't. And people want to follow Steve. Even the cranky, broken mess that is the Avengers. Steve Rogers is Captain America because he's brave and smart and loyal and self-sacrificing, because people want to follow him, and because he has compassion for the weak. Because he used to be the weak. So Captain America, the first Avenger, is mostly about taking the chance to be a great person, and having become a great person, remembering to be a good one. One of the things I like most about Steve in the Avengers is that he's right and wrong equally, and when he's wrong, he owns it. Iron Man, Tony, is naturally a suspicious, egotistical jerk, however much or little people may deserve that mistrust. Captain America is a we're-all-in-this-together 40s patriot who trusts S.H.I.E.L.D., but Steve listens to Bruce, and even though he doesn't like him, Steve listens to Tony and decides that their arguments need further consideration, so he goes and does his own investigation. Captain America, kicking it old school. He manages to lead this wildly disparate, broken group of people, despite the fact that he's not really overburdened with a massive confidence. Last reason I love Captain America, well, kind of because of this.
I know little of what that's like, to have every door shut in your face.
I guess I just don't know why you'd want to join the army if you were a beautiful dame. Or a woman. An agent, not a dame. You are beautiful, but...
You have no idea how to talk to a woman, do you?
I think this is the longest conversation I've had with one.
You must have danced.
Well, asking a woman to dance always seems so terrifying. And the past few years just didn't seem to matter that much. Figured I'd wait.
For what?
Right partner.
I mean, aww. Okay, I do have a bit of a soft spot for the overconfident jackasses, but dang it if I don't like the shy ones too.
So are you two? Do you... fondue?
Captain America. Everyone was having sex in the 40s.
Fondue's just cheese and bread, my friend.
Really? I didn't think...
Nor should you, pal.
Except apparently for him. See you next time.